Hey everyone, what's up? I am out in Belfast again, trying to grab some passers-by and have some conversations, see if I can make them think about things in a way that they've never thought of them before, see if I can get them to make more compassionate choices, and see if I can perhaps make them be vegan. It's quite funny actually, when I was setting up, some farmers were hurling abuse at me. I don't know how they know who I am. They seem to all know me now. But none of them are ever brave enough to stop and have a conversation. But anyway, let's get on with it and see how it goes. Any thoughts?
No, sorry. Is this going to like TV or something?
I put it on YouTube.
What's your YouTube channel?
I'll give you a card at the end. You need to answer a couple of questions first.
Okay.
Is that alright? Fair enough?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I normally ask 3 or 4 questions just to see what you think.
Okay.
First of all, what's your name?
Wait, where's the camera?
Yeah. There. I thought I had it here. Oh, here. On here. So, what's your name?
My name is Jamila.
And your name?
Jaden.
Okay. Right, my name's Cliff. And I'll give you my YouTube at the end. So, 2 or 3 questions usually. What do you think of animals in general?
I love animals.
Okay. What about you?
I love animals as well.
So do I. What do you think of animal abuse or people who abuse animals?
I don't agree with it. I think it's very bad.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I don't agree with it either. It's cruel.
Okay. Third question is, what would you classify as abuse?
I suppose anything that hurts the animal in any way.
Okay. What about you?
Same.
Yeah, I would agree. Unnecessary harm or suffering to an animal. Okay. So if somebody was kicking a dog, for example, say there was a wee puppy over there now and somebody was kicking it, you'd be upset by that. You think that was very wrong, yeah? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Last question's the hard one, and no judgment with it, because I used to be part of this as well. What about the animals that we typically eat and the ones that we wear? What do you think of that? And it's not a gotcha, by the way. I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm literally just trying to have conversations with people.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Have you ever thought about it before?
No.
So my point of view would be that causing unnecessary harm to an animal is bad. Any animal.
Yeah, I don't
And
them being made into clothes is...
yeah. So leather or animal skin would be one. Food would be another.
Yeah.
I've been completely plant-based or vegan since I was 19 years old. I'm 56 now, so there's no necessity to eat animals. So what I'm trying to make people realise is that if you think kicking a dog is bad, well then why is it okay to stab a baby lamb in the throat or shoot a cow in the head or throw pigs into gas chambers, which is what we do in this country so people can eat vegan? What do you think of that? Yeah, you can be honest, like I'm not trying to catch you out, I'm just looking for honest opinions.
Sorry, what was the question again?
So if you think kicking a dog is bad, well then why would it be okay to stab a lamb in the throat or shoot a cow in the head for an unnecessary reason?
It's not.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's okay.
Have you ever thought of it that way before?
No.
Most people haven't.
Yeah. Really enlightened me.
Okay. That's all I'm here to do. I'm here to have conversations with people, and yeah, that fourth question is hard because I paid for it a lot of my life too. I loved animals from like I was a wee tiny boy. I would never harm an animal myself.
Yeah.
Like if I harmed an animal accidentally, I'd be really deeply upset. Like you know the way people hit cats and dogs with a car or something and just drive on.
Yeah.
Like something like that would absolutely kill me for days afterwards. I wouldn't forgive myself even though it was an accident. So the way to think of it is when you go into a supermarket or McDonald's or a restaurant or a clothes shop and you're buying animal skin or you're buying bacon or buying meat or whatever, you're paying somebody to do something to animals that you would never do yourself. Animals that have done nothing wrong on anybody and that can suffer. Any of you have pets at home? No? Do you have or companion animals like dogs or cats? Do you have? Yeah. And if somebody harmed him, what would you do?
Kill him.
Yeah. So if you think of dogs are less intelligent than pigs. Pigs are the fourth most intelligent animals. We're first, dolphins, corvids like ravens and blackbirds and crows, and then pigs, super intelligent animals. And the way we kill them for bacon and pork in this country is by putting them in the gas chambers, which is, I've been there and watched it and listened to it. It's friggin' terrible. You should hear how they scream. It's like, so it's carbon dioxide, so it's like suffocation. It's like taking your oxygen away. And then they pass out after about a minute and a half of screaming around. Like, the screams are terrible, really, really bad. And they roll out the bottom of the gas chamber, and somebody hangs them upside down and pulls a knife across their throat, and they become conscious again, but they're bleeding out. Pigs have to bleed out, so they're choking on their own blood. It's really terrible. And if it was dogs, people would be up in arms and lose their head about it. But because it's pigs, you're taught when you're young not to think about it at all. Yeah, I think that's terrible too. So when I realised that I didn't have to eat the products or wear animal skin or any of that stuff, I decided to abstain from it. I'm not cool with people doing that.
I think we'll take that into consideration. Thank you.
I appreciate that. What about you? Did you see the point I'm trying to make as well?
Yeah.
What's your impressions of vegans, if you don't mind me asking, before I've spoken to you?
I think, yeah, they're normal. They're just normal people.
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm an extremist. I'm an animal rights activist as well. The farm investigations. I've been to slaughterhouse and done vigils and spending time with animals before they go into a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, that's very important, yeah.
And I think if I could take you to that slaughterhouse and you could see those animals suffering, or if I could take you to a farm and see how they suffer on a farm, you'd probably wouldn't pay for it either.
Yeah.
So, can I give you a card? Cool. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm just trying to get people to connect the dots.
When is this going to be uploaded?
I usually put them up within a week, so I was behind. My computer crashed last week. I was doing a speech in the Europa and my computer crashed, and I had to spend a whole bloody week. My hard drive just failed in the middle of preparing the whole thing, so I spent the whole week, so I'm a wee bit behind, but usually within a few days. I'll give you one each.
Thank you.
That's my YouTube at the bottom.
Thank you.
We see here.
Yeah.
You'll see all my interviews on there, and they're all pretty much the same as this. There's a few farmers losing their head at me, but I'm cool with that. I'm going to ask you to watch one thing. So you see the best speech you'll ever hear, the top one here?
Yeah.
It's free to watch on YouTube. It's a guy called Gary Yourofsky. Sounds really boring, but it's literally the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And 40 minutes, free to watch, might change your life sometime. The guy just drops truth bombs for 40 minutes. So if I've given you something to think about, at least that guy will push you way down the road, and you'll see things differently, I think, if you watch that video.
Thank you.
I appreciate you stopping. Have a good day.